Alrighty, I am definitely sorry about that for anybody who was recently watching. I don't know what it was. I guess I accidentally clicked on a setting and it got rid of my chat. I couldn't see any of you. So how can I help you if any of you guys were there? I am deeply sorry for that. And I am getting back into the mix of streaming. I am using a new program, Meld, for streaming. So I'm still kicking that around. I still like OBS just because I use ultra wide monitors, but if you weren't here for the 30 seconds of the last stream, we chose Gale. We started in a new game, the location Gale on not tourists, colonists, and that's it. We're at the very beginning. And I already picked up my character customization. That's like before you even play the game. You may see like a different suit that I'm wearing, some small things like that. That is just from early edition backers, as I've been back in this game for quite a while. So, well, we'll see. The graphics look a little low quality right now. I think it's just because like the intro cutscene graphics have been pretty good for me. I believe I'm streaming this in like 1440 quality. So it should be good. Go.
Landing sequence completed.
All right. Here you go. Oh, I guess. All right. Here's your little PDA or tablet. It controls everything, all of your blueprints, inventory, acknowledgement. I believe that last one we were on was messages. So it gives you just like the basics of survival. I'm not going to go through all of it. If you play the game, you can kind of do it yourself. But it's just if you played any survival game, it's basically food, water, shelter. You have your tech tree, you have botany, chemistry is still coming, electricity, materials, and mechanics. As you do different tasks, you'll gain experience in these. As like gardening, you'll get botany experience. Materials, for materials, I believe you do grinding, and mechanics, I believe you do chipping at rocks, things like that. Okay, so all right, make sure the quality is how it's supposed to be. Yeah, 2560 by 1440, so it should be high. Hang on, maybe it changed the graphic quality. Fantastic. Nope, I don't want good, I want fantastic. Accept. Okay, that fixed it. I was going to say the quality just didn't seem there at the beginning. Here's all your cables and tools. Sorry for going in the settings so much. Mouse sensitivity. Try to turn that. Do you want to return? No. Accept. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's not whipping it on the screen quite as much. If you just tab on an item or left click, it picks up an item. You can click again and it stores it, or you can hold control, click, and it just automatically puts everything into your inventory. I usually just start by picking most everything up. That's a newer item. It's like a multi-pack repair kit. That's interesting. I'm not picking up the seed right now as I don't need it for a while, but I will pick up the spectral analysis, which will help find water. The blowtorch, which will build things. I'm not going to pick up the a CO2 canister because that goes with the little blowing gun, which I don't even think they give you anymore. And jackhammer.
Item.
And put that away. And then our saw.
Item.
We'll go to I for inventory. You can put the repair kits there. Grinder. I don't know. Do that. That can be a number. Yes, jackhammer, grinder, blowtorch, and spectral. That's all good. Oh, hit the wrong button. You're also going to pick up this tablet. When you're on your tablets, you find them at abandoned bases. You usually find one at each abandoned base. And where did it go? Right. Oh, that's electronics. Where did it? Oh, here's your tablet. You use it, and it gives you technology, as this just gives us ATV. I believe your first one always gives you the ATV. I may be wrong about that, but I've gotten ATV as my first tablet more times than not. So I think that's set. The other ones are completely random. You could even like save scum them, where you save right before. Try the tablet. If you don't get what you want, you can retry it. Inventory. I'm going to leave all the bottles for now. Processed food we'll take because you have to eat. Fuses will leave. I'm just going to leave the universal repair kit. I'll just put that up there, and the rest we can carry. That's fine. Oh, we'll put water there and those, and leave. There we go. That's how I like it. So H to see basic info. This little like a new tooltips. They've been working hard on getting the tutorials up and going. So that's all. I'm sure they're doing a great job. Again, I'm just going to wait a little bit until they're more finished. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you start on a place is find water. If you pull out your spectral analyzer, it shows you the blue resource for water. And if you hit Y, it will pin it on your map. See, there's your water spot. So, and it tells you how far away. That glowingness underneath it is like the resource deposit. Once you upgrade your spectral analysis, you'll be able to. Once you upgrade the spectral, you'll be able to like scan the rocks and everything, and then there's also ores in the ground where you can set up like an auto miner. And then first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to building, which is B. You can also, I think they get a new feature which from here you can left click and it automatically brings out the water well machine. But you can also go to hit B to pull up your blueprints and go to resources, and it will be in here and you can build it that way as well. I kind of like doing it from the special thing now, just because you can see the center of the water spot. And in the menus, I believe I have changed these, but in the settings you can make keybinds for rotating it and lifting it above the ground, because it's helpful. Because if you build it even with the ground, kind of hard to see because it's so close to it, but the ground slopes, so you won't be able to, like, there's other pieces that connect to this later on. You won't be able to connect those if you don't hit it just right. So I usually raise it up one, just because ground level may cause it to clip or whichever. So. And then bring out your blowtorch. You just weld on it. It takes a little bit, but if you go over these like little dots, they're like interactive feed ports, and it builds it faster. The same thing happens with grinding, although it looks different. They're like little glowing red breaking points. as you'll see. And then I come around here to the water port and I left click it and it refills my hydration. It's making water right now, so it's filling it slowly.
Water refilled.
And now my water is completely refilled. And I don't have to worry about it. My hunger is down a little too. You can go to your inventory, right click, or you might be able to just look. No, you have to right click, hit consume. And these refill 36 to 48, so I'll only eat the one for now. And we will head over to that first base that we can see. One over here. Usually when you spawn in, your closest base will have a broken ATV on it. It's definitely not as good as one you can print. It's definitely not as fast as the one you can print, but it is faster than you walking and you don't have to use stamina. As you can tell, I'm using stamina right now to run. Eventually I'll start panting, and you can go to V, the third person. And then let's click on these interactions to open these points. We'll go find the ATV first. I think we might have a circuit board for it. The first ATV you find will have a broken circuit board in it. And okay, so I don't have a small circuit board yet. I think I have a medium. Yep, I have a medium. So I can't put a medium circuit board in there. 9 times out of 10 in here will have a circuit board. Also, you can bind it to a keyboard. It may be the default, it may be different, but you can hit Z to show you your interactables. And those are all objects you can loot or touch. Like you can touch these, they glow. But anything that you can loot will definitely be highlighted in this. Makes it a little bit easier to loot. You don't have to use it. You can also toggle it on to stay on forever, but I think that's a bit game breaking. Some people could say this is even game breaking, but wow, we got really lucky with small circuit boards. Really lucky with small circuit boards. Holy smolies. And there's another tablet. And like I said, you can open up your inventory, hit use, and now we got efficient prophylactic. So whenever I go to my technologies under electricity, down in electricity we got efficient prophylactics. Nope. Industrial converters. These little boxes is what the upgrades are. So like when you can upgrade, you get the first one for free, and then we'll need to research, or we'll have to find a workshop in order to go through here. But then like we would be able to get lithium ions, but energy converters will need to industrial energy converters. And so more efficient panels, I believe it's not exactly sure. Oh, here it is. Efficient prophylactics. So when we get up to go on to the next one, it won't be gate locked for us. Like I said, you can save scum them if you need to. While I'm out here, I always take the grinder, and you need materials to get your first workshop and things like that. You don't need the materials, you need like the knowledge, the skills. So using grinders, using jackhammers, using vehicles, using energy, just about using anything in the game will give you experience for it. And something. It's not always the same thing. Like I believe this will be mechanics that we get experience for. We just got a skill point. Let's see where we got it in. Yep, we got, oh, sorry, we got it in materials. So mechanics will be jackhammers, materials is grindings. But now we would be able to unlock the workshop. And now that the workshop's unlocked, you'd be able to get the transformer for the ECU. So, but I'm gonna grind some more and just get a couple, maybe a couple more tech points. That way we can get through the tree a little bit. And it's any grinding, as you can see over on the left, it says grinder cannot grind that object. That's the actual building that it's reading. And you need a better quality grinder in order to be able to destroy different units. The first one is good for small things, like obviously monitors, desks, small crates. And then your level 2 will be good for like the solar panels outside, your ECU generators, batteries, anything like that to break down. And you can see these little highlight points. If you try to grind on them, it makes your grinding go significantly faster. Same thing with jackhammering. When you go to jackhammer, you'll see the same like reddish, orangish like hit points. And you just grind right over them. Not everything has it, but you can see it takes it down a lot faster when you go over them. They do disappear, so it's kind of like a little mini game. But it just makes like your grinding job easier and quicker. One thing we do have to be aware of, since this is the early game and we don't have everything unlocked yet, is we can't be outside during extreme temperatures. So when we get the warning that extreme cold will be in like an hour, we got an hour, maybe 2 tops, to get back into some kind of an enclosure to be safe. And this does not count as an enclosure. Anything you build that is enclosed would count, especially if it, what am I trying to say? Is powered and has water, things like that. Even destroy the Rubik's Cube for a whole 1 silicon. It's just funny. It's just funny. But if you guys have any kinds of questions, comments, concerns, I'd love to hear about it. Hell, I'd love to hear just about your day. How's it going for you? Going great for us. Been working on some deals on the side. All going good. Hopefully getting back into streaming. I know I got out of it for a while due to health reasons, but hopefully we're back. I know this isn't the most entertaining thing. But I've also gotten comments that people liked the full playthrough. So this is mainly just to try to check things out. Also, kind of see how meld works. See, because I don't really know. I really think I'm going to go back to OBS. Mainly because I use an ultra wide monitor, and Meld just doesn't have a great way to convert the ultra wide. Like I always have to like fit the game to Meld, which is a new like streaming recording application similar to, like, it's supposed to be like the replacement of OBS, but for like not as complex. But I just think I need some of those complex features. It just, like, before I really didn't have to worry about it. As long as I put my game in like 2560 by 1440, it would work. But on here I have to be like really particular about the sizing. Sometimes 2560 doesn't always work. Sometimes it doesn't always like 1440. 1080 sometimes doesn't fit. It's like when you choose 1080 or 1440, it chooses the window size for you. Whereas on OBS, you can kind of choose your own window size and then tell it to upscale or downscale, and it will do it. And it looked pretty flawless to me when I was using it. I originally didn't think I used too many advanced features on OBS, which is why I went this route, but who knows? Things don't always turn out. I didn't even know this was grindable. I thought this was level 2. Interesting. Let's do a few more items. I usually try to do the first day grinding, that way you don't have to do too much. You don't have to like keep coming back here every half a day to grind more. I believe that's a pen drive that has crashed or so. I'm not sure. I think that's a pen. Yep, a probe signal is just after like a half a day in game. You'll get your first probe that you can go out to, and they have what's called pen drives in them, and they help give you a whole lot of experience points in particular areas. So like if you get a botany pen drive, you get like 1500 experience for botany just by researching it for like 10 minutes or whichever. So now we got a new technology point, which now we should have a bunch. I think for you guys, you can see it there at the top. It's the number 4 at the top of the screen. On mine, my window is just outside. So it's either the top of my screen is cut off or the bottom. That's fun. Try to drag this down in here. Give me 1 second. I'm just having to try to move my screen. And nope, I don't want task manager. It uses too many resources. I want the taskbar settings. I don't want pen. Widgets, fine. Taskbar behaviors. Automatically hide the taskbar. There we go. Okay, now I can see the screen. I was trying to describe things to you and I couldn't even see it. But yeah, that little crate at the box that says 4 means we have 4 of the materials tech points. So we got the workshop already. I'll do the CO2 scrubber because that is important. The pump's not super important. I'll do a small corridor. Those are usually kind of important. I'd like to get the storage tank, but I'd have to get the workshop printer, which might just be through here. Cool. Or not. Hey, I'm not seeing a workshop printer. All-terrain vehicle, blowtorch. Workbench, is that what they wanted? Nope, they wanted the printer. Alright, I guess that's gonna be one we have to find. Which, alright. Since we got some time, let's go. So we found the small keyboard, or not keyboard, Jesus. Circuit board. So now you can just come up to it, hit use, put the new one in. And now you have a trusty dusty TV. You just left click to get on. And there we go. You can hit V to go to third person if you'd like. Like I said, definitely not anywhere as fast as the one you can print off, but it works. It does work. We'll come out and figure out where we want to build. This actually seems like a kind of a decent area. So here's our water spot. I don't want to go there too much because that could be in the way. You kind of know what I'm saying. Or not. We'll go to B for building. We want the workshop. Living? Yeah, workshop. I'm kind of nervous about doing it directly on the ground like that. Maybe that won't be terrible. And did I build that on the right side? I am unsure, so I'm just going to take the grinder, pop it down. Hit B, pull it back up. That should be good. If I need to, I can connect a hallway here and maybe put an airlock facing this way to come out. Maybe I should just do that. Maybe I should just build the airlock over here because I know I'm going to build onto it. Or another idea. We can just maybe leave that side. Not sure. We'll build the airlock over here. We have the small connectors now, I believe. Corridors. Yeah. So we have a connector here. And now we can do airlocks. You want to do 2 airlocks because one will just always depressurize your base. And then do a ramp. It's a little bit higher off the ground than what I'm used to. But we'll work with it. And the same thing for building, like I said, little dots that can pop up. The color of the place, I believe right now, is determined when you make your character. You choose a color for like your suit accent. That's usually where this stuff comes from. I can't reach that, so I just want to build slow, I guess. I don't have materials. What does it need? Oh, it needs a fuse. Really? It needs a fuse for that? Okay. This is also going to need a fuse. You can see on the right hand side all the items it needs, the items you have, and the items you're putting in. Yeah, I can't reach that. I don't know if I can reach any of these. Oh, I can reach this one. Like I said, these dots do make it go a lot faster, or the upgraded ones make it go faster as well. Like the level 2 blowtorch would make this go faster. That will almost is going to require fuses, which we have fuses, we just don't have them on us. I'll leave the ATV there, just run this. It's not that far. Time does significantly speed up at night. What is that? An inventory box? Interesting. That's new. That is definitely new. I'll take the fuses. You can see it's starting to get cold because the screen starting to frost. Yep, in about 1 hour. That's fine. Should be done with this in an hour. Well, an hour in-game time anyway. Alright. I'll try to hydrate. Oh. I am starting to take damage.
Low temperature warning.
Yep.
Water refilled.
And that again that machine doesn't run at night. I was going to grab the trike, but I'm just going to run back before I die. Health is slowly ticking down. It does also tick down faster the colder you get. And then once you're inside, it stops. There are survival pods that are just like this little pod, your drop pod here, that you can build around if you needed to stay out. And then there's vehicles that you can build that you can stay out. I believe we gotten all the tech that we could do. Well, we got 2 more here. We really don't need a meth tank right now, a methane tank, and we don't need a well extension right now. And we really need that blueprint. Leveling corridors would be interesting. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do the leveling corridors and then the normal corridors.
Materials, technology access level increased.
And then we can decide like tomorrow or something what we want to do. And then you can only sleep like 8 hours in these so-called uncomfy chairs. And it doesn't start getting warm until like between 6 and 8 tomorrow. I usually let time speed by at night because it ticks by like every second, half second. And then during the day it slows down significantly, so there's that. Okay. Wait till it gets like midnight and then we'll sleep. We can also eat too. Oh, I don't know how we got those. And just about full. And I'll just sleep with the helmet on because you can just switch out bottles while we're here. You can get a tech point at some point to leave your helmet on and it just transfers the oxygen through your helmet kind of a thing, but supposedly through the tutorial that is broken. That is why you need to get that upgrade. Okay. So you can't sleep more than 8 hours in a chair. So like I said, your suit may look different than mine. It's just because a long time ago they had like supporters editions. I help support this. 35. Okay, that's fine. What is my oxygen at? O2 is fine, water is fine, food is fine. Okay.
Low temperature warning.
So the problem here is the sun is over there somewhere. It rises and sets over that way apparently. So I want to build my solar panels over there. That way they start working early in the morning. And it doesn't matter if you grind these down, because you just get all of your resources back when you do so. I like having windows in my base, so that's why I'm grinding these down to essentially rebuild them. Mainly because we also haven't started putting air or anything into them. So once they start making oxygen, it takes a long time for it to get to a breathable atmosphere in here. So that's why I'm grinding these down now instead of later, because I don't want to lose all the air that I work to build. It does take long when you try to destroy like your own stuff. Okay. Corridors I need. Normal windows. I just want to short with windows, which is fine. And then a 4-way. And then another short. Oh. This one's not windowed. Short windowed. Airlocks. Meh. No. I don't think we need that. That just makes it long. I think we'll just have the normal airlock. Oh, 30. There we go. There we go. Jumped up a whole bunch. And you definitely, if you're playing this game, it's definitely a grindy game.
Poor tool condition. Repair it at the workshop table.
And now it wants me to build or repair my tool at the worktop table.
Warning. Poor tool condition.
You can use repair
table.
kits. And then I'm gonna okay. Just trying to think and plan things out. We'll take the ATV, it will save at least stamina and energy, and there's a little time, but I'm like not quite ready for that. Usually when I come in places, it's very flat and open, so you don't even have these like considerations of like I need to build on this hillside because it's sunnier over here. Like usually the panels just are like it's flat. I can put them anywhere. And you get these small ones for now, which I mean they're fine. You can rotate this collar. They will automatically rotate depending on the sun and everything. I'm actually going to put these really high and then maybe replace them. I want these actually out of the way, but high. This is fine. Like I'm not going to build here like ever. Maybe. Okay, that should be good.
Poor tool condition. Repair it at the workshop table.
I'll still build 3 of these for now because we could get like the mediums in a while.
The tool is not suitable for use. Repair it at the workshop table.
We don't have a workshop table, so what I'm going to do is right click on it and hit repair, and it's just going to use one of my repair kits to repair it. And it is cheaper obviously to repair it at a workbench table, but we don't have one, so hard to do something when you don't have one. Okay, for now we're going to build. Oh, let's go to the tech tree. Maybe we can unlock some of those items because we need a transformer. That is something.
Electricity. Technology access level increased.
Okay, so that's all we're getting for now. It's just that, which is fine. We'll build it right here because it can go that way. This battery, yeah, this is fine. This will take a lot of these like transformers and things take circuit boards. Eventually you can even get a box for them. So 5. And then your plug, when you first have it in your hand, it's universal. It can go anywhere. Once you connect it into one side, the other side turns a different color. So this side is yellow. So the output is always blue. The input is always yellow. But your cable will automatically like determine which one it needs to be. And then as you walk, you slowly use them. Use the length that you have. Alright. This is just like OCD. I don't like it when like these cables are taut like that, so I just try to, if you're like me and that bugs you, just take like an extra step kind of past it. It like stretches out the line. Sometimes you gotta go a little bit further, right? Okay, I'm just going to ignore it because it's probably not going to stay that way anyway. And we probably don't have a tech point yet, do we? Electricity? No, not yet. So I'm just going to try to run a power cord for now. Over to... What just happened? Am I out of cords? No, I'm not out of cords. 5. Use. So in use, we want 15 going out, because that's what we have right now. 5. Okay. So maybe it was just because it wasn't on or whichever. We're gonna hope we have enough cable. If not, we'll have to go make some. And we may even need to go mining for that. Alright, I'm gonna leave that there for right now. I want to build another transformer. I'm gonna try sliding it up this way, like right in here. So that should be fine. I mean, are those going the right way? Yeah. Because we want out to in. Oh, F me. All of the ATVs up there, so. I was not trying to pick that up. Why? Why are you doing this, game? They probably made changes to make it easier or whatever have you.
New message.
Because there was issues of like people not being able to connect or connecting it, not knowing that there was power, connecting it, not knowing there was just a lot of little things that would come up during the development that people had issues with or just wanted better of or different of. Did I lose my cable? Because how was I able to go that far? Seems like I'm running out. I don't like that, but I'm almost out of cable, so I'm gonna leave it. And then I don't even know if I have enough for this. I'm going to try, but I don't think I do. Nope, I don't even have enough to pull out. Okay. That means I won't have to find silicon and mine it up, I bet. Let's go check. Let's go check what we need. We need to print cables, so we need to find silicon. That's kind of what I thought. So we're going to take our jackhammer and we're just going to test some rocks. Once we get a better structural analysis, we'll be able to tell what rock it is. But until then, you just take a jackhammer, you break one up, you put your jackhammer away. There's regolith, and then we just got silicon, so this is what I would need. So then we just break down this whole rock and then we'll put it into the printer, which will like break it down. We'll get also grinders later that will be able to take like a whole truck full of broken rocks and just dump it in there, and then it like crushes it and refines it into the different materials, and then we can take the materials and just put them into the printers.
Available point for technological advancement.
Yay, we got an advancement. But I'm more interested in the materials right now.
Available point for technological advancement.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this is kind of like the boring bits. They have made this better. It used to be like ungodly loud jackhammering these. Where people would have to, if people were streaming it, they'd mute it. I'd be surprised if people didn't just mute their game when they did this part. Just playing it by themselves. Because it was insanely loud. It wasn't just like jackhammering. It wasn't like just what we're hearing right now was high. It was more of that high-pitched metal sound which even they deafened that a bit. But it just for jackhammering or rock anywhere, you just had that high-pitched and jackhammering, deafening. Had to be like 10 times louder than the game. But they've definitely made that a lot better. Like I said, just hold control and click and you can pick up all these without picking them up one at a time. And then we can go in here into the printer. And go to inventory. This is really your like resource inventory. That's where these rocks are supposed to go. I use it as storage. Don't judge me. I'll take those because I'm still adding stuff, huh? Then we go to printing, we go down to the cables. And I guess we'll do 100 for now because we only have 135 silicon. I don't want to necessarily use all my silicon. Well, these are in increments of 10, so 10 would be 100. We'll do 50 then. Nope. 50. Really? You won't let me do 50? Fine. I'll do it your way. That's 500 cables. That should do. Takes a little minute. And then it'll end up in the inventory, but in the bottom section of the inventory. We've been going on for like an hour now. It's kind of nutty. A little bit more. So, if you like this content, I'd like to hear your comments down below. Also, give a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Available point for technological advancement.
We just got another point. And we got more cable. You don't always have to wait around. Like, if you got other things to do, you can definitely leave it and come back to it. And it'll sit there and print off. And then it's getting 15. Should be getting 15. Yeah, 2 U's. So,
Oxygen, 50%.
50%, you say? Peas and crackers. We'll do 15 to there for now. Fine. It's fine if it uses it all because that's all I'm gonna have going at the moment. What's happening? I'm not understanding. Is it like trying to charge the suit and do that? I'm not really understanding what's happening. I've never had it not click into there before. We'll just try charging the suit, see what happens. Am I like double clicking on it or something? My mouse does double click sometimes. And then we'll just plug it into here. I hate that. Let's just stretch it out a little bit. That's better, but just lay on the ground. Why don't you? Whatever. Can't let it bother me.
Equalizing pressure.
It's maybe it doesn't. Oh, it requires 22. Holy sweet hell. Looks like they have the power requirements. Basically, so we require like
pressure. Low pressure warning.
10 or something like that.
Pressure dropping.
I was going to build a CO2 scrubber. But I don't know. So we'll have the incubators there, that there. So inks, a small grow table. Put it over here, I guess. I mean, that's really bright. And then we don't need the saw. I have to supply energy to even see it. Okay, and that's going to require a boat ton.
Equalizing pressure.
Alright. Oh, we will go back, I guess. Time hasn't sped up yet, so maybe we'll just start grinding this rock, even if we don't get all the way through it. I'll turn my flashlight on because it's pretty dark for you two. I do forget that. So, I don't mind burning an extra suit battery.
Available point for technological
Just that way,
advancement.
one, we get points. This point's always helpful. And two, we can get resources and just be productive while we're waiting for it to become more nighttime, more colder, or whichever you want to, however you want to call it. These also look like silicone. No, this was like luck of draw, I guess. But you really don't know when you're doing this until you get the level 2 spectral analysis, which you can then see the type of rocks that these are. You scan them, and then once they're scanned, they're known forever. I mean, unless the game kind of bugs out, but they'll be known forever. It usually doesn't take too long to scan either. And obviously if you had tier 3, it does scan them faster and you know faster. Just trying to hit all these, like, I guess you could call them sensitive points. That way it breaks it down faster. Even though it doesn't matter, I'm trying to like break this all down tonight. Just an internal competition in my head. That is what is happening. Breaking it all down into fairy dust. Fairy dust it is.
Available point for technological advancement.
I should have been recording this.
Warning.
That way I could have probably chopped it up, made it into smaller videos. I think that's how I'm gonna probably do my channel, is make like your live streams. That way people who want to see that, I know there are people that want to see that, can, and then like shorter videos with a lot of stuff cut out. Just, yep, all that was silicone. Which, if you find one rock in that's silicone, it's all silicone. We'll just dump those two in there. We don't need any more cable for now.
Power 75%.
Suit power is fine.
Alert. Oxygen depleted.
Yeah, it says oxygen depleted. But that was just because it was filling the bottle. Take a bite of food. The water will be fine until morning. Oh, that will be good. Oh, I forgot time pause while you're in the menu. Time does do that. I'll try doing like 23:30, which will wake us up at 6 or 7:30, and we'll see if it's still cold out then. Because the cold is annoying because it does knock down your health and stuff. Sometimes if I need to get a bunch of done in a day, or if I want to go explore really far, I'll leave early. I try not to stay too late or stay out too late, because I've been trapped before way down out there and then try to rush back at like the ass crack of midnight, or however you want to say it. All right. Most. There we go. Optimum time be 7:31. And there we go. Let's view our tech points. We got the materials. Oh, we can get the small crusher now? Get out of here. We'll definitely get that.
Materials. Technology access level increased.
Blowtorch is number 2, so we have to get that one.
Technology access level increased.
We've unlocked the workbench. Right, that's a thing. Workshop, electricity. We have not unlocked that yet. Okay, so
Low temperature warning.
yep, 7:30 we're taking damage. I'm gonna go put another solar panel up on this hill. Wanted to help build our stuff. Could have drove the ATV. Right. Oh, nope. There's 20. And I feel stuck because it's like technology is kind of hard in the beginning. I mean, it does, you just use the panels, but like I'm not drawing anything now. And I don't have any batteries to store power, so I mean, my only option is I build another one of these lazy bitches. I mean, I guess I could. Never mind. We'll do it the legit way. I thought about cheesing it for half a second, but I try not to cheese games if I don't necessarily have to. We'll do that. Up. Yeah. Oh, I can only do 3 because I'm gonna have to move the power for one of those into the other one to complete the circuit. You can't
point for technological advancement.
Really? Oh, it's just one. But batteries would be huge. I want to get the workbench because I think between adding these couple panels and
technology access level increase.
With the workbench you can fix one of the fix the circuit boards, which we do have that one broken one.
Not enough materials.
Oh. Electronics. Okay.
Not enough materials.
So we need electronics times 2. Okay. But we do have one panel, so I will run the power, I guess, for that one. Run this into number 2. We will take that one, run it into number 1. Oh, you can't close the plug. Darn it. Oh well. Oops. I want that one into 3. I want that one into 4. Nah. Not 10, 15. We'll just do 20. It's max. Okay. And we'll go over to the drop pod, get that broken circuit board, go inside. I don't know if we'll be able to fix it, so fine, we'll go get the broken circuit board, we'll make a couple electronics. I think they also just require silicone. And we'll go pop up a few more panels and then go out there. So I need electronics. Oh, I need aluminum. Oh, but Jesus. You know what? Let's break down one of these. Maybe it's aluminum. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different. There are looks to rock. Trying to break all this up. These bigger ones do tend to go a little faster just because like they have like concentrated cores in the center of them. The small little round ones that we were doing are more like the whole rock is kind of concentrated. Whereas this is like sandstone covering goodness. Sandstone covering like, I don't know. Granite? I don't know. I'm not a geologist. There's someone covering limestone? Limestone is both soft and hard? Not sure. I'll smash all these down. These are really big and bulky and they keep rolling and they seem like always in the way for me. Also, if you guys watch this and you guys want to see another game, go ahead and shout it out. Like, I'm interested in almost any genre.
Technological advancement.
I probably even have some of the games that you would recommend. I'd be willing to play them again or run them again. What I've been thinking about doing a series on or something is Mon Bazoo. I even considered like maybe a permadeath one because one, I don't have patience, so it would be interesting to see how far I could actually get in that. Because usually I run out of patience and I treat my car like a rally car while it's 4 inches off the ground with horrible shocks. And if you've ever played that game, you know that's cause for you to get stupid anxious by hitting a small rock and instantly die. I have tried it a couple times. I've never got, I mean, I got far. I would usually get almost up to the special herbs. And then have a shit ton of trees. But if you know, you know, right? You know you stuck at it. You stuck at it. And I do. Or at least that. I when I first played it, I cheesed the hell out of that death mechanic. Where I was like, oh, I just need to go back home. Alright, well, I'll wait out here until I die. That's fine. Or make maple syrup until I really pass the fuck out. Alright, is that all of it? Nope. Yeah. When they're down to this size, you can load them into the back of a little trailer. You get like a Mars Rover with a trailer. Mars Rover truck, I guess, with a trailer. And you can scoop them up with that. Holding control, clicking to pick these up. And these are actually iron, so that didn't do me any good. I mean, we could try these. I'm gonna go try one of these big ones over here. Maybe, you know what, maybe you'll just chip off one piece and look at it. Like, it didn't hurt that we got iron. That it didn't. But I really need the aluminum. So, see if we can get into the center of one of these. And get aluminum. Does it not have a special spot? Guess not. If it does, it's on the other side. Oh well. Iron. Okay. Do the same thing here, and then we'll go try the big ones. When you get to be able to scan these, especially when you're able to pick them up with the like the Mars truck or whichever, and actually crush these. It does give you a mix of ore. It doesn't just give you one ore. But when you use a jackhammer to do this, it just gives you one. It gives you the biggest percentage. These will be a mix of what was that? Iron. Well, we don't need iron. I want to go try one of those big fluffy ones over there. Actually, what is that? I think I ground that up last time. I think that's silica. This is... I'm colorblind, so I just realized that this is a different color. This looks like it might be aluminum. Just because these little breaking points are white, so they're yellow. Oh, I wonder if that's a way to tell early. Legally colorblind, like I can see some colors. But not enough to notice that each one may have had its own characteristics. Yeah, this, I bet this is aluminum because it only gave me like one piece. That's calcium. Darn. Calcium are usually in the bigger rocks. I'm gonna try another one just to see if it's calcium. It's hard to say because it is a mixture. Like when you get the better spectral scope, it'll be a mix of like 34% iron, 22% calcium, 18% maybe, whatever. You get the point. Yep, calcium. Alright, so maybe they've restructured it to be more uniform? We're gonna go see. We're gonna go try one of those big fluffy ones. Cause I need aluminum for something. I've already forgotten what I need. Oh, electronics? If I had grinder level 2, I could just go grind up like solar panels or something to get electronics. Try one of these fluffy ones. See what this is. Well, that was easy. That popped right out. Please be iron. What the WTF? I can't research the spectral scope yet, can I? Because I need the workbench. Which, oh, I have the work. Oh, what? I have the workbench. So mechanics detector 2.
Mechanics, technology access level increased.
I bet I can choose the airlock. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. So the building needs 22 power, 22 electric right now to function. Probably more with the CO2 scrubber. But I bet I can shut like the airlock off. Or airlocks off and have enough power going in to justify it. Because I have 20 power going in right now. Sure, if I didn't build like a corridor or something, I would may have had it, but meh. I could also, if I don't get this, I could also drain that down. I just plug it directly in. But these are powered.
Equalizing pressure.
I bet we can unpower them somehow.
Low pressure warning.
Alright, so which way is this fuse box? So I want to shut off power going this way. You know what? Just to make sure. I want to shut off the power going those ways too. Alright. And that should not be on. Food, living, maintenance. So, frick. Alright. I don't want to bore everyone with like finding a million electronics or finding a million iron when there's like not any. So I'm going to Jesus F me. Just pick it up in my hands. I don't want to run that long ass cable again. Because now I have to plug this in, run that cable all the way out there. I don't wanna.
Suit power 50%.
Off the little flashlight, that should help with the power. Alright. So we will have to find aluminum to get that back, but if we can upgrade the spectral scope or spectrometer or whatever you want to call it, that way we can just find the iron rock that will shave off so much time.
Equalizing pressure. Low pressure line.
Versus just trying to... Oh, so we have lights. So this building is working now. So... There we go. Alright. And put that away.
Oxygen 75%.
I don't have the broken board on me. But we will repair that. Repair seems to go a bit faster now too. And now we are slowly gaining, now that this is actually using power, we're slowly gaining electricity points. You just saw it flash at the top center screen. It uses, the more electricity you use, the more it does level up, but the requirements for leveling do start scaling quite dramatically. But it's nice that the electricity just kind of like passively increases. It is one of them that will scale like the fastest first, kind of a thing. I'm just going to repair all these since I'm here, and then I'm going to upgrade the spectrometer, spectral something. Yeah, the spectral detector. First you have to repair it before you upgrade it, and then you can upgrade it. And then the level 2 version will be able to see other rocks. I'll be able to see the contents of them. Anyway. And you can even see, bring it out of here. It does how it is animated. It is like a little gadget that makes it look like it's upgrading it, and then it goes from like yellow to orange to red. I mean, that's kind of neat. That way you can just tell like what level you have if you know the colors. Alright, that's done. Alright. So I'll put these back where they go. go back to your homes. I guess we'll eat. I'll actually leave this just like this for now. The lights do turn on and off as you walk through places. So, I mean, it's interesting. It makes it look like it's saving power. I don't really know if it does or not, but it at least makes it look like that. So now when we scan these, okay, you have to hit Q to change the mode. And this is aluminum. So if we break this down, we'll get mostly aluminum, but you can see it has silicon, iron, and calcium also in it. Its main one is just silicon. Like we know, these are mainly iron. That's also silicon. And it just makes it so you don't have to mine like 800 rocks just to get a little, just to find it. Just to find what you're looking for. Which this won't give us a whole lot until we can get the... Oh, we can build the rock crusher. But we need at least the Cybertruck to load it, because you can then pick these up by hand and dump them in the back. But then they also have a large like 8-wheel Rover that has a claw on it that you can break these up into loadable size pieces, load them all up into the tipper, and then take it to the crusher, and then you get all the resources out of it. Like when we break this down, we're only going to get that aluminum out of it, because that was the majority component. And like for me, the light is like super bright, but I know YouTube makes everything darker, so hopefully it looks great for you guys. That's what I always try to go for, a decent quality for you guys. I usually try to stream in a higher resolution just so you guys get a better quality stream. Oh, yeah, son of a biscuit. Just mining away, mining away. Mining the live long day. Oh, maybe I need to try out Hogwarts Legacy again. Got out of that because I didn't want to like play anymore or play farther than the stream I had. Alright, we got a decent amount of aluminum out of that at least. At least. And now we're starting to take damage because it's too cold out. Close the door. I'll put this in there. I believe we need electronics. So some aluminum, some iron, a little bit of everything. Electronics. I do like 25. That seems like a decent number. That's actually not going to take too long, so I'll actually just wait for it. Nope. I need to pull it out of the inventory. Oh, and now they've made it so when you pick the cables back up, they go back into their stack. Before, when you'd pick an extra cable up off the ground, it would go down somewhere random in your inventory. We'll take the broken circuit board because we'll repair that tomorrow. I'll wait till like 23:45. I think like pretty much right at 8 is when it doesn't like cause any more damage to that. We're needing to go scan out new bases too. Nope, nope. You move. Which, I mean, there's a couple of them. We just went to that one. We got those to go to. Maybe we should do that soon. What's my... That's okay. And then optimal time. Daytime. Suit power 25. Ruh-roh raggy. Yeah. Alright, sorry, I had to mute the mic for a minute. We're going to upgrade, not upgrade, we're going to fix this tablet. Not tablet, the circuit board. You put it back in there and you hit repair. It shows you the chips that are damaged. The one just off the center, so that on the right hand side, that brown coil. And then the small rectangles also off to the side. Yep, so it'd be that coil right there. So what you're gonna do is take your hot air tool. You probably want to flip it over. So hit Q to flip it over. Oh, do you have to use this little mini screen now? Well, like that. Reset, precise, left shift, rotate, zoom in, mouse wheel. And, okay, I guess X monitor mode. Fitting, normal, okay. So you can switch between the little modes, I guess, with X. And then it's a little mini game, you just get it right in the little green circle. Alright, that should do it. Q2. Flip. I'm not seeing anywhere to pull out of that. Is it just gone? Oh, it's missing entirely. Okay. So coil type 2, and then you just place it on there. That's the spot. And then the other coil is what, that one? Yeah. And then you come back and you grab your solder tool instead of like the hot air gun, I guess. Do the same type of mini game. Points. We're definitely going to want the batteries, because it helps having batteries to do that. We'll definitely do industrial converters when we can, because those help out. But since we don't have that yet, I will do the battery expansion, because that'll allow us to add more batteries to that initial charger. And we're so close on the next one that I think I'm just going to get the antenna. That way it kind of moves it down the line, unless they have updated it and how this goes into here for the medium solar panels. I don't believe you can get the medium solar panels until you have both tracks filled to it. Like this one is touching it, but I do believe you need to come then through here. You get that one as well. Mechanics has 4. We need that blueprint for that. We can upgrade. Nope, that's just grinder level 1. So there's the Mars truck. Can't really do anything right now. Fire extinguishers. Can't even do that. What? Oh, because we need grinder. I gotcha. We need that one to get it. And right now the bigger inventory is a work in progress, but the box of circuits, that's really helpful. So we will get that. It allows you to make a box to put your circuit boards into, which is very helpful. I'll get the jackhammer level 2, also helpful. And grinder level 2 will be helpful too, because that will help us grind down more things. So that's all the mechanics. I'll upgrade the jackhammer. Again, it's slightly used, so you have to repair it first. And then you can upgrade. And then you'll be able to use it. Again, you can see it's kind of like a welding torch little robot fixing it. And then we go to upgrade, and it slowly transitions from, I believe, yellow to orange. And then I think the level 3 is red. Neat to watch. Oh goodness. All right, and we'll take it, and we'll upgrade the grinder, which will help out because now we can then grind down like the solar panels and things like that. Because like right now there's no oxygen in here because the CO2 scrubber isn't going because we don't have enough power yet. It's an endless cycle. It is an endless cycle. And so take that. And we can leave here. Energy conservation mode. What? I've never seen that. Oh, because my hydration's low? Maybe. I think I'm going to come out here. I'm going to refill my hydration. Take a bite to eat. We'll go recharge our suit as well, because we don't have the box down here anymore. Which, I mean, I guess we could grab. I'll fix all that tomorrow, because I don't feel like running that cable right now. Alright, I'll fix it on the next day we stream. I'll stream this anyway. And we'll take a drink. Fill that hydration. And watch when I grab this cable out here, it's just going to despawn the whole cable. Or pick up the whole cable. That's usually my luck. That's usually my luck. Like, I don't want to pick up the whole cable, I just want to hold it. There we go. I guess I am like double clicking it somehow. I'm not 100% sure. If you didn't see it in the tech tree, there is like a battery rack that you can get, and you do find other batteries as well as you can make batteries. So fairly soon it runs up that you can just grab another battery and swap it in. It's kind of same as like a water bottle. But until then, and then we'll take a bite. I should eat soup. Alrighty, and how do I free look? Does it say free look, flashlight, change? Nope. Doesn't say you can change your camera. I'll change other than the position. But that should do it for this time. A little tiny micro base started, a little bit of power. We got the water, at least pump going. But we'll get it all set up and more functional next time when we come back. Until then, this has been Delphinus Kia with you, and I hope you had a great time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, but all the YouTube things, whatever they tell you to do. And see you next time. Bye bye.